Hey there, welcome to Animated Gyan. We are on a mission to hit the big 100k. Only 3% of our viewers are actually subscribed. Subscribe now to help us feel motivated and create more such videos.
Catherine Mansfield was an eminent modernist writer and master of the short story form. She was born in Wellington, New Zealand, and later moved to England. Her first collection of short stories in a German pension was published in 1911. Some of her other collections of short stories include Bliss and Other Stories, The Garden Party and Other Stories, The Dove's Nest and Other Stories, and Something Childish and Other Stories. Apart from short stories, she also wrote letters, reviews, and journals. The Little Girl is a short story from her anthology titled Something Childish and Other Stories. It revolves around a little girl named Kezia and how her feelings towards her father change from extreme fear to sympathetic understanding. Let's look at The Little Girl by Catherine Mansfield. To Kezia, her father was a person to be feared. She would feel relieved when her father would leave for work every day. When he came home in the evening, her mother would call her to remove her father's boots. Kezia would slowly walk down the stairs and across the hall. As she timidly entered the room, her father would tell her to hurry up and pull off the boots. Then he would ask her if she had been a good girl. Kezia would stutter as she replied. Kezia never stuttered with anyone else. It was her fear of her father that made her stutter in front of him. Her grandmother always encouraged her to talk to her father. Every Sunday, she would send Kezia to the sitting room to talk to her parents. But whenever Kezia entered the sitting room, she would find her mother reading and her father snoring in his sleep. She would just watch her father until he woke up. When he did, he would tell Kezia to stop staring. Another time, her grandmother told her to make a surprise birthday gift for her father. So, little Kezia spent considerable time and effort stitching a pincushion from silk and cotton. But she needed something to fill the cushion. Since her grandmother was out in the garden, she went into Mother's room to look for scraps of paper. In the bedroom, she found sheets of paper. She tore them into little pieces to fill her cushion. That night, the house was in an uproar. They could not find Father's speech for the Port Authority. After searching all the rooms and questioning servants, Mother came to Kezia's room. She asked if Kezia had been to her room. On being asked about the papers, Kezia innocently admitted that she had torn the papers for her surprise. Her mother, angry, dragged her downstairs to where her father was pacing restlessly. Kezia was sent to her room and then punished by her father. This had a profound impact on Kezia. She couldn't forget this incident. She would look out of her fence to the family next door, the McDonalds. The father would play tag with his children every evening. Looking at them, Kezia realized that there were different kinds of fathers. One day, Mother fell ill suddenly. Grandmother went with her to the hospital. Kezia was left alone with Alice, the cook. She was all right in the daytime, but at night she became afraid. She was scared of nightmares. Alice told her to sleep. She sternly told Kezia not to scream and wake up her father. But Kezia woke up screaming from a nightmare. To her surprise, her father was standing next to her. Her father picked her up and carried her to the bedroom. Kezia, still afraid of nightmares, snuggled next to her father. Father, tired out, fell asleep. Looking at her father, Kezia had a change of heart. Like her father was alone in the house with no one to look after him. He also worked hard every day. That's why he was too tired to play with her like Mr. McDonald. Kezia realized that her father had a big heart. At that moment, she didn't feel afraid of her father anymore.